Of late, there has been huge traction among Indian equity investors towards global investments, and the clamor has been growing more as more and more mutual fund companies have started launching various mutual fund schemes which are going to invest not only in US market but across the globe. In this video, I am going to discuss with you what are global funds, why you should consider investing in global equities, and what are the pros and cons of investing in global funds. Hello friends, I am Shobit from Mentor Shobit, and today let's discuss what is global investing. Now, talking about what are the global funds are those schemes which invest majority of the money in global equities like US market, European market, China market. So as of now in India, there are more than 30 mutual fund schemes which cater to this segment. There are some specific funds we invest in only China market. Most of the funds will predominantly invest in US equities. There are some funds which will invest in European market. There is a fund which will invest only in Brazilian market. So all of these funds can be called as global funds. Most of this kind of funds are funds of fund. What we mean by funds of fund is those funds which are going to invest in the already existing mutual fund schemes in those countries. So most of Indian mutual fund houses will have tie up with the respective country where they are planning to get investments, and they will act as a feeder fund to those mutual fund schemes. So if you are investing in any fund, it means you are investing in a mutual fund scheme which is already existing in those countries. So Indian mutual fund companies will have tie up with them. So this is the structure of global funds. In case you want to have exposure in various mutual fund schemes in across the globe, then you can look into this option. Now, the second question is why we should consider investing in global funds. What are the benefits of investing in global funds? The first and most obvious thing is the diversification. Wealth manager or any advisor who is managing your portfolio will tell you that majority or 90% of your portfolio return is determined by asset allocation. So the more diversified your portfolio is across the various asset classes or geographies, the lesser it will be volatile. It means the risk associated with your portfolio will be lot lesser. We need to diversify across the asset classes also and as across the geographies also. Majority of the time diversification will help in case we are investing in those investments vehicle or those asset classes where the correlation between the returns of various asset classes are minimal. There is a study run by Quera which says that if you are investing in US equity market, the last 3 years month on month return, the correlation is only 34%. What this means is in case you have invested for say 100 months, in 34 months only the market of Indian equity market and the US market have grown or has come down 64 times. There has been no correlation. It means if the Indian equity market has gone up this month, the US market has not gone up. So there is a huge negative correlation which makes lot of sense to invest in the US market especially. They have also shown that 3 years rolling returns of Indian and US market is showing minus 30% negative correlation. This means the portfolio of, if you invested in these two markets, the returns of these two markets has been hugely uncorrelated. So it makes a lot of sense to invest in global markets and in particular US markets because of the very low correlation. The third important benefit which you can get while investing in US market or any global market per se is the currency angle. What I mean by currency angle is whenever you are investing in any global market, you need to convert your money into either US dollar or the currency where you're investing. Majority of the time it is US dollar, In case the currency get depreciated, it means what? Suppose you have invested today when the dollar to rupee is say 78, and in case when you are withdrawing, then the dollar to Indian currency is say 85. So without appreciation in the investment per se in the global market, you have already gained 7 rupees irrespective of the performance of the market where you are invested. Recently, Axis has launched its global fund, and in their brochure, they are stating that from March 2005 to March 2020, Indian rupee has depreciated 3.38% per annum compared to US dollar. It means every year without any performance in the US market, Indian investor would have gained 3.38 rupees for every 100 rupees invested year on year. So this is one of the factor which we can look into it, because Indian rupees are always in a downward pattern. The fourth and one of the most psychological part is you can have lot of exposure to the global brands which you are aspiring of. If you are investing in global markets, the best brands available like Apple, Microsoft, Google, Tesla, all these companies you can have exposure by investing in those markets. In European markets, if you are investing, you can invest in a lot of luxury brands where we are only aspiring to be. So this way there can be a diversification, and these are the positive while investing in global funds. Now, what are the cons? Everything in any investments cannot be only one-sided and seems good. There has to be some cons, and let's see what are the cons while investing in global markets. If you are investing in any global fund, the majority of the money will be going into US market. According to the MICI World Index, MICI is the Morgan Stanley Composite Index, which they create for all the global equity indices, and these indices will have majority of the allocation to US market, that is 66.73%. So if you are investing 100 rupees in any global scheme, then the majority of the money will go into US market. So there will be a huge bias. Same way, if you are in India, if you are investing in any diversified scheme, majority of the money is going to be invested in financial sector anyways, upward to 25 to 30% will allocation will be in the financial sector. In the same way, if you're investing in global fund, then the majority allocation by default will be in the US market. The other reason is most of the global players which are there are in US, and global companies who are listed or who are born in US, 40% of their revenues come from the other markets besides US. So this is a huge bias which we have while investing in global funds. The other important negative aspect of investing in global funds is the taxation. Any return which we get, we need to pay tax on that, and while in case you are investing in global funds, the tax which will be charged in India is of the debt taxation. Now, what is debt taxation? But debt taxation is to get tax benefit or reduction in tax, it has to qualify for long-term capital gain, and for long-term capital gain qualification, your investment has to be there for 3 years. So in case you have invested in any global fund and you are withdrawing before 3 years, then that income will be added in your income. In case you withdraw after 3 years, then you will get indexation benefit. Those who don't know what is indexation benefit is the cost acceleration of your investment to the extent of the inflation which is there for this period. Just to give you examples, suppose you have invested 100 rupees today and you withdraw 120 rupees after 3 years, that is in 2023, then you have a gain of 20 rupees, but you need not to pay on 20 rupees any tax. You can pay tax 20 rupees minus the acceleration cost, that is inflation for these 3 periods. Assuming there is an average inflation of 5% for these 3 periods, then you need to pay tax only on 5 rupees. That is 15 rupees will be your cost escalation of the investment amount. So your investment amount will become 15 rupees and your redemption amount is 120 rupees. You need to pay tax only on 5 rupees, and it is flat 20% on those investments and not according to your tax slab. So that is the debt taxation. So we should be very aware of while making investment in global funds. And the third and most important part, friends, as we have discussed, that majority of the money, if you are investing in global funds, or in case you are investing in a fund which invests only in US market, is the rich valuation which currently US stock market is having. Just to give you a picture, if you see this figure, last 5 years performance, now US is at the all-time high of, if you see S&P 500 index. Same way, if you look at the Nasdaq index, the performance has been tremendous in last 5 years. As of now, they are at the all-time peak. So the valuation is very high. Just to give you another figure, the market cap to GDP ratio of US market today is 190%. It means their market capitalization and what their GDP is, that ratio is 190%. If you compare that with India, in India the market cap to GDP ratio is only 90%. It means that market is hugely rich. There is no fundamental going for it because of the liquidity available in the market. The market has gone up very notch. It makes investing in US equities especially, or any global fund per se, is risky because majority of the money will go into the businesses which are listed in US. So make your decision wisely. I am not saying we should not invest in global equities. It is a very good diversification strategy to go into those investments, provided you have fulfilled your all investment opportunity available in India. So there is a huge opportunity which you can encash. My advice is, if we want to invest in global equities, make it 10, maximum 15% of your portfolio to invest in global markets, and predominantly stick to those companies which are listed in US or US based funds, so that you will be able to get exposure of not only US companies and but all over the world, because most of the US companies have business across the globe. And it shows that, and the data has shown that there is a very low correlation between Indian equity performance and US equity performance. So it will not only act as a diversification but as a low risk strategy, because there is a very negative correlation between the markets. So I hope you will get some insights from this video as to how to take a call to invest in various global funds. In case you liked the video, do share with your family and friends. I hope it was worthwhile spending time with me. I am conducting a free webinar on how to do your own financial planning by yourself. You need not to involve any broker or advisor. You can do all it on your own. There is a free webinar coming up. In case you want to attend that webinar, I am sharing the link in comment section. Do join me, where I'm going to discuss a practical, feasible solution to your all financial needs. Join me there. I will see you. Thanks for watching.